Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are unlocking a hidden superpower that's, believe it or not, already on your iPhone. It's a tool that's all about getting rid of those tiny, repetitive tasks that just drain your time and focus every single day.
Okay, so here's the plan. First, we're going to talk about a problem you might not even realize you have. Then, we'll dive into the tool that solves it. I'll show you how to build your first one in just a few taps. We'll look at some absolute game-changing examples. And then, we'll tie it all together to show you why this is so much more than just a cool trick.
So, let's start right there with that hidden problem, what I like to call daily digital friction. You know, it's all those little sequences of taps and swipes we do every day without even thinking about it. They seem totally harmless, but they create these constant, tiny interruptions in our focus and flow.
I mean, seriously, just take a second and think about your own phone habits. What little dance of taps do you do on autopilot every single day? It's probably something like this. You know the drill. You unlock your phone, you swipe through a couple of screens, you hunt for your Notes app, and you tap to open it.
Or maybe you're always grabbing a piece of information, like an address or a phone number, highlighting it, tapping copy, switching apps, and pasting it somewhere else.
Or hey, what about setting a focus timer before you really dig into a block of work? Each one of these actions is tiny, I get it, but they add up to a ton of wasted time and, more importantly, wasted mental energy.
Well, the solution is an app that's probably sitting on your iPhone right now. It's called Shortcuts, and its whole purpose is to let you combine all those little steps into one single powerful tap.
And this is the really important part to grasp. This app brings incredibly powerful automation, the kind of stuff professionals use on their desktops with tools like Zapier to make different apps talk to each other, and it puts that exact same power right in your pocket. It's huge.
Okay, so how does this thing actually work? Well, it all starts with understanding the two main kinds of shortcuts you can create. And trust me, getting this difference is the key to unlocking its full potential. So check this out. It really boils down to two options. On one hand, you have manual shortcuts. You trigger these yourself, either with a tap on your screen or by telling Siri what to do. But then, and this is where the magic really happens, you've got automations. These just run all by themselves, triggered by a specific time, your location, or even when you open a particular app.
All right, enough talk. Now that you know what they are, let's actually get our hands dirty. We're going to walk through step by step how to build your very first shortcut right now.
And honestly, it's super straightforward. You just open the app, hit that big plus icon, and start adding actions. You can search for things like open app or set timer. You just kind of chain them together in the order you want, and then you give your new shortcut a name. That's it. Okay, so we've covered the how. Now, let's get to the wow factor, because this is where it stops being just a neat little trick and becomes a serious tool for your productivity. Let's look at some real-world examples. So, picture this, right? You've got a huge proposal you need to write, or maybe some creative work that needs your full attention. You absolutely have to kill all distractions and get into that deep focus zone.
Now, instead of fumbling around doing all that stuff manually, you create one single shortcut called Deep Work. With just one tap, boom, it turns on Do Not Disturb, opens your favorite work app, starts a 45-minute timer, and even dims your screen to help with eye strain.
And that, right there, is the whole point. We are completely removing the friction, that little moment of hesitation, that gap between wanting to do focused work and actually starting it.
And look, you can apply this same idea to pretty much any part of your day. How about a meeting mode that opens your calendar and starts a voice memo? Or a content mode for when you open LinkedIn that also opens your idea file? You could even have a client reply shortcut that opens a new email and pastes in a template for you. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this is cool, but is it really worth my time to set up? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the huge impact this small tool can actually have.
Look, it's pretty simple. When you automate all those little clicks and distractions, you're protecting your most valuable resource, your time. And when you do that, it makes it so much easier to build and stick to good habits. And the result of all that? Your performance just naturally goes up because your energy is going into the work that actually matters, not the setup. So try thinking about it like this. This is your own personal micro-automation system. It's a tool to build and reinforce powerful habits. I mean, think about it. Lightning-fast client responses. Or what about an instant idea capture system where one tap takes a voice note and sends it straight to your Notes app as text? Game changer. And that really brings us to the most important point of all. This isn't just a gimmick. Sure, it's a small tool, but it can have a massive effect on your focus and your efficiency. If, and this is a big if you use it systematically. That consistency is what turns this simple app into an absolute productivity engine.
So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge. What is the very first repetitive task you're going to automate? Find that one little sequence of taps you do every single day and build a shortcut for it. Because starting today, your phone can stop being a distraction and finally start working for you.